So now on to step number 7. So here they call that sub trim. This is really where you set up the servo arms to be 90 degrees to the main shaft. I don't know, maybe sub trim is not the best term, but certainly what's really important to understand is that the sub trim on the radio is only done for the calibration purposes that we did here. Okay, so now we no longer touch the sub trims or the channel travels in the transmitter. It is no longer done. Do not mess around with the transmitter at this point. All of those values are done in here. The pitch range, the cyclic range, the sub the 90 degrees center. Okay, don't call it sub trim. So I just changed the camera angle to get a better view of the servos and what we're doing. So here this step number 7 defaults to this sub trim tab checked. So here's what happens when it is unchecked. The servos actually react to my gimbals. Okay, so I move the gimbals and the servos will react. If I click on this check mark, see the servos no longer react to the gimbals. So basically it's all zeroed out. Okay, so I can tell that my channel 3, the servos not 90 degrees to the case. So I actually need to bring this servo arm down a little bit. So here I go to channel 3 and I just turn it until it looks good. Okay, at this point I'm eyeballing it, but you can use certain tools that help with to make sure you're not really eyeballing it. So channel 3 is done. Now we go to channel 2. I need to bring this down just a little bit. Okay, so that worked. And channel 1, actually that looks really good, but I need to bring it up just a little bit. Oops, the other up. Okay, and then and of course see how these numbers don't correspond. Like -9 is actually bringing it up. So don't look at the numbers here so much. Channel 4, the tail. I used a 4 arm servo arm, and actually this is already centered as is, so there's nothing to do here. So that works out pretty well. This next step is number 8. We're going to skip number 8, and the reason why is because this is where you set up the 6 degree tuning for the cyclic. And since the servos are not installed in the helicopter, you can't do this step. This step you actually need the servos installed in the helicopter. Same thing goes for the pitch range at basically the collective range. You do the -13, +13, or whatever it is that you use. So the helicopter needs to be installed. The servos need to be installed in the helicopter for this step. Same thing for the cyclic tuning. You need to have the servos installed in the helicopter. Same thing for the rudder endpoint. So we need to skip this step for now. We can go back to it, just not through the wizard. And here it tells you that you're done. So here we are, done. That's it. Congratulations.